Welcome back. You've come for more spells? No? You've come for a lesson? Well, of course, yes. Let's see, there will be one on the White Owl in a couple hours. Why don't you stop by then? Welcome, students and new student. Today we will learn about the king of the frozen boreal forest, the White Owl. If you're wondering why you haven't heard of this place, it's for one simple reason. The frozen boreal forest has a rule about itself. Nothing can enter or even perceive it without permission from a denizen of the plain. So hidden is the boreal forest, the concepts of time and death have not found it yet. But, my dear students, I have been there myself. I have befriended the great White Owl King, and I've become his ambassador to the material plane. As such, I have the ability to give out contracts in the form of these masks you see here, as I see fit, for those who wish to be granted the powers and abilities of the owl in exchange for sending it knowledge. He's a being of great power and wisdom who hoards knowledge like a dragon hoards treasure. Serving him is easy and stable, so long as you offer up new objects for him to study. Tomes and books being most highly prized. This may include a history of a region, a textbook or spell book from a slain wizard, or even a journal written by you your experiences questing. Although, anything with history will do. Artifacts or foreign currencies are also accepted. To be granted these powers, you must create your own mask, or, like I said, use one of my contract masks. This will allow the owl to see through you and take your offerings through a small ritual in a whirlwind of frozen air. The more you gift to the owl, the stronger your connection will become, and the more aspects of him you'll be able to manifest. The more spells he will teach you. Do not let anyone else wear this mask. It is your job to keep it safe, lest you lose it, and lose the ability to send him offerings, breaking your contract, losing your powers. Should you choose, and I cannot say this enough, this is a choice, to become a servant of the great White Owl, he will grant you his eyes, then his wings. Once you have proven yourself worthy, he will grant you a blessing. And for those who prove themselves worthy, time and time again, he will manifest his power in this frozen realm to freeze your enemies in time. If you are unswayed by the idea of being in service to the owl, you may wait outside. There's no shame in it. It's not for everyone. And there are lessons I can teach you about the Athel Mountain martial style in the next lesson. Good. Now that you've all decided, you may still leave at any time. But I will go over in greater depth the boons granted for being in the owl's service. Once you create your mask, you may need it to help you focus these powers. I know I had to keep mine on for a while. But in time, you may not need it. Although, your connection will always be at full strength at dawn. Firstly, you'll be able to manifest his eyes, which are superior to your own, noticing things you would not normally be able to, and seeing further into the darkness than you would on your own. Even if you can already see through darkness like I can. I do not need to belabor the benefits of superior vision. You can all use your own creativity. Next, you'll be able to summon these white wings, a cheap imitation of the real thing, but they do their job. With these wings, you can flap them to jump 3 times as high as you'd normally be able to. Spread them so that you may fall any distance without worrying when you hit the ground. But that's not all. You can create a bellow of wind in front of you, strong enough to blow a man back and extinguish campfires in an instant. However, you might not always want these wings present. They are corporeal, and they make you a much larger target in combat. Plus, it'll probably make it harder to disguise yourself if you need to be stealthy or covert. When you have proven yourself a loyal servant and master purveyor of knowledge, the owl will grant you his blessing. You will gain an affinity for the tundra, being able to withstand the coldest climates with ease. Moreover, the cold from your boreal forest blessing backing you up, your own cold will have a much stronger bite. Finally, when your bond with the owl is strong enough, your own icy spells will freeze your enemies, not just in body, but in time as well. being able to pull the owl's domain forward and cloak your enemies in it, stealing their time, gifting it to the owl for closer examination. This is a powerful ability to be sure, and should be used sparingly, but it is even stronger than you realized. For with this boon, your own time cannot be altered. Time stop, slow, haste, aging, and youth potions will not work unless you let them. Are you sold? Well, come on up then. I have some bronze and silver masks for you all. Yes, come. Take one if you'd like to become a servant to the great white owl.